Hi, Cam.
Hey, Don.
Um, Good. So, after that great game, have you heard from any former Canes since that Georgia Tech game, and who are some of them, and what was their message?
The main was Kenny Phillips, and he was just congratulating me, and then he was saying like he was gonna be a little mad if I broke the record because he wanted to stay in the books too.
You used to work out with him, right? Do you still?
Well, we don't work out, but we kind of communicated about football, break it down.
Okay. And then the other thing was, how much have you grown? You told us last year you were a little nervous for your first start. How much have you grown since then? Your confidence and everything else?
I was still saying I'm pretty nervous the first play, but it's just kind of like with the atmosphere and everything going on, you just kind of like getting in the zone and checking out and like feeling the scenery. Because I promise, every time before the first play, it feels like a movie. But yeah.
How old are you, by the way?
20.
20. Okay. Thank you.
But after the first play, it's kind of like you get in the flow of the game. And then it's like you're still in the movie. You don't really realize where you're at. And you just kind of like going along with it.
Next, we'll go to Matt Sherdell from Kane Sport. Matt.
Hey, Cam, I don't know if I'm putting words in Coach Cristobal's mouth, but I think he said that your film study was legendary or, something like that. I don't want to get any movie analogies with superheroes, but it made you sound like a superhero in terms of your film study. So what's he talking about? He made it sound like you stay in the building like really late at night by yourself even. I mean, what are you doing exactly that makes Mario Cristobal, who's the hardest worker of all time, apparently, say that you're legendary in your work habits?
Just getting it in anytime I can. If it has to be at 9:00 at night after we done watch film already as a team, doing that, or after I'm done with a class before meetings, coming in and watch some extra film. So anytime I have extra time, I'm always here trying to get better.
Next, we'll go to Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke.
Hey, Cam. So Coach Steele mentioned yesterday how one of the things that stands out about you is your eyes. I'm just curious, man, is that an ability that you've always had, or is that something that's really developed in your time in Miami?
I think been a gift and a curse. Because it was one of those things, if you're looking at the wrong thing or you're looking at something too long, it can hurt you. So I think with Coach Adai, his main thing is train your eyes right. So, yeah, I think it's got better this season.
I guess, to follow up, how do you go about training your eyes to get where they need to be?
In practice, just making sure you're looking at the right things, because the coach is going to give us all the keys from watching film and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like you putting it together and making sure you're not looking at like a receiver if you don't have to because you think the play's going here. It's kind of like look at the right things.
Our next question for Cam comes from Marcus Benjamin of Canes County. Marcus.
Hey, Cam, I wanted to ask a little bit more about your relationship with Kenny Phillips. If you could just go through that whole conversation of, when you spoke to him after the game, and just talk a little bit about the relationship that you've had with him and how he's developed you over time, from high school as a safety.
As far as the conversation, it wasn't pretty long. It was more of like just congratulations. And, we kind of like joke around and stuff like that, but he was just saying you had 3, you supposed to have 4, but he was like the 4 would have probably broke him down. And our relationship kind of built from my junior year of high school, just coming to practice and probably seeing me when they not knowing who I really was, but then just seeing how I was performing in practice and kind of like came up and spoke to me. And then we just went on from there. But anytime I have any questions or you feel like you need to call me, we always just talking about football, so it was just any tips and stuff I needed, he was always there to bring it to me.
We'll wrap up with Cam with Daryl Streeter from Footballville. Daryl. Daryl. Okay, we'll wrap up with Cam with Matt Sherdell from Kane Sport. Matt.
All right, sorry, Daryl. Yeah, so I wanted to ask you a little bit about Clemson. I assume you'll try to get more than just 3 interceptions this game, but in all seriousness, talk about the challenge of facing that offense. A multiple quarterback, a two top running backs, so the receivers. I mean, what kind of challenge is this for you guys as a defense?
A very hard challenge, and we have to face it. He's a great quarterback. He can use his legs very well. You can see he's the second leading rusher on the team. and still throwing the ball phenomenal. And then you got number 1 and 26, great running backs. You know, you got speed mixed with power. And then you got the receivers, you know, Zero, the freshman. He's been playing very good. You can see he got like, 48 receptions. So as a freshman, that's pretty good, especially on an offense like that. Then you have 10 and 80. They complement the offense very well.
Awesome. Cam, thanks for your time today and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.